Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We have our opportunity to address the board on a specific agenda item. Anyone care to address the board? No? Okay, we'll move forward to appointments. We have the Cable Television Advisory Committee, and I'm recommending the following reappointments to the committee, effective January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Steve Altamira, Keith Bloomfield, and Nicholas Dater. And upon appointment, I designate Steve Altamira as chairman of the Cable Television Advisory Committee, effective for the same period. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next are appointments for the Committee for the Disabled. This is for the period of January 1st through January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Jennifer McNamee, Francesco Clark, and Florence Galouris. And upon appointment, I would designate Jennifer McNamee as chairperson of the committee for the same period. I'll make the motion to approve them and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next is Traffic and Parking Advisory Committee. This is for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Ellen Del Cole, Charles Galenick, Thomas Fix, John Walzer, and Donato Vaccaro. And upon appointment, I would designate Ellen Del Cole as chairwoman of the committee for the same period of time. I'll make the motion for reappointment. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. That's a tough committee right there. It's a lot of work involved.
Yeah.
You're dealing with a lot of angry people. Okay, for Hazard Mitigation Committee, we have the reappointment of the following individuals for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Nick Gerald, George Papademetrio, and Police Chief Rodriguez. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Lastly, for Town Constables, we have the appointments of reappointments to the position of Town Constable effective 1/1/25 through 12/31/25. Phil Rosenstock, Nick Gerald, and Steve Lankowski. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the approval of the minutes of the December 17th Town Board meeting. Any proposed modifications or amendments? There being none, someone care to make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. In the correspondence agenda, you have memorandum from the controller regarding designated depositories and authorized signatories, and this is for our listing of banks that we do business with, and the authorized signatories are myself, the controller, and the deputy town controller. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next is a memorandum from the controller regarding the auditors, and we're requesting the engagement of PKF O'Connor Davies, LLP, as the auditing firm for the town, and money has been provided for in the 2025 budget. I'll make the motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Just so you know, the last bunch of matters we just handled are contemporary with the start of the new year. So usually every second year we have a reorganizational meeting, but sometimes the mid-years need to have some reappointments and whatnot. Anyway, so that moves us to the intermunicipal agreement with, for the Ricci system. And this is a memorandum from the police chief regarding our approval, requested approval, to enter into an IMA with the County of Westchester for the Ricci system, which is electronic transfer of storage of criminal records and police blotter information. And it's a period for 5 years, terminating on July 31st, 2029. And this is an important system that we are a part of, that the county is providing to us and the rest of the police departments, and it's a very good idea to keep communications together. So with that being said, I'll make a motion to approve our execution of the intermunicipal agreement and ask for a second, please.
I'll second that.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, I have a memorandum from the police chief regarding a Motorola agreement, and I'll call upon the chief to speak to the town board for a couple of minutes regarding the content of this, and basically, it's just replacement of an existing system and software. Chief?
Good evening, Supervisor Calavia, members of the town board. Thank you. Yes, so the current system we use is approximately 25 years old. We got it when it was about 4 years old. The vendor is no longer supporting the software, and this is for our records management, so it keeps records of everything we have, our personnel, all the calls we go on, arrests, cases, medical aids, car accidents, all our records are in this one system. And this is a project we started back in 2018. Westchester County was going to try and roll out something for everybody, all the departments in the county that they could become a part of. Unfortunately, that's been delayed by about 3 years, and we're at a point now where we can't wait any longer. We were able to coordinate with 6 or 7 other police departments, and we contacted Motorola, and out of all the vendors, Motorola seems to have the best product. It integrates with what we have already. They're already in New York State. A lot of the other vendors aren't in New York State, so that would cause a logistical issue. And by combining with the 6 other departments, we were able to get them to bring their price down by 50%. We were also able to apply for a grant with the state of New York, which hopefully would cover about 70% of the cost of the project. Carmel Police Department is heading that up, and we're in the middle of that now. So if we're going to apply for it now, we expect to know by the springtime. We're pretty confident we can do that, and then if not, we're going to try and apply for it again with the same 6 or 7 departments next year.
Yeah, so just generally, the cost of this will be offset by grant monies, and then we have the funding to pay the balance. And in the event we're not successful with the grant, we'll reapply again. And if not, we have to borrow money, we'll borrow money, but this is critical to the success of the department. So it's very important that this move forward. So I would make the resolution authorizing the board to enter into an agreement with Motorola Solutions to provide a new records management and computer-aided dispatch system for the town of Eastchester in conjunction with the additional 6 other police departments. Okay, so that's my motion. I would need a second.
I'll second it.
Okay, any further comment? No?
Sounds good.
Okay, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, thank you, Chief. Next, we have no miscellaneous business. That brings us to council member reports. Councilman Marcocha?
Thank you, Supervisor. One announcement here. The Eastchester Community Action Partnership, ECAP, is celebrating the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. with a breakfast fundraiser on Monday, January 20th at 8:30 a.m. at the Reformed Church in Bronxville. The keynote speaker will be Ken Jenkins. Tickets are $35 per person and should be made payable to ECAP and mailed to ECAP at 142 Main Street, Tuckahoe, New York, 10707. There are also many sponsorship, event-level sponsorship available if anyone wants to contribute if they can't make the event. For more information, please call the ECAP Director, Denise Chin, at 914-337-7768. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. I just have a brief announcement. The Rotary Interact Club of Eastchester is running a blanket coat drive on Saturday, January 25th, in front of the Eastchester Public Library. It's a blanket coat drive for the midnight run, and it runs from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for the Eastchester Environmental Committee, they meet every first Thursday of the month. You're invited to join, to sit on the meeting at 7:30 on Thursday evening is the next one on January 6th. And we also have TPAC meets this month on Tuesday, January 28th. And that starts at 7 p.m. That is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. I have no report.
Councilman Jacoby.
Thank you, Supervisor. 2 items from the library. The library will be hosting a blood drive January 24th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can go to eastchesterlibrary.org for more information. And some good news, the elevator is finally back in service. The reading patio door is now locked again. The ramp is removed, so you can continue to park in the parking lot. You can take the elevator up or walk around to the entrance on Oak Ridge. Thank you.
All right, for my own report, I just want to mention that we're working very hard on the Crawford Road drainage project. Met today with the town attorney and engineers for several hours, and we're just, honing down the final plan, working in coordination with the engineers in the village of Bronxville, and we'll be meeting shortly with the Siwonoy Country Club personnel to talk about a global solution to a problem that's been rampant for many years now. So that's moving forward and advancing. I also wanted to ask this board to close in a moment of silence for Richard Stiegelman, who passed away earlier at the end of last week, I should say. Richie, as everyone knew him, Richie was a fire commissioner for several years, many years, and also did a lot for the town. He always organized a 9/11 motorcycle run, which is a lot of fun. And if there was a fundraiser, some event going on in the town, he was there helping out, always supporting everything, always running a barbecue or a cookout or something. And he was just a really nice man. And, he was the kind of guy that if you called him at 3 o'clock in the morning and said you had a problem, you were stuck somewhere, he'd be there in 10 minutes. So we always loved being around him, and he was a good man, so he'll be missed. And that concludes my report, and that brings us to the second opportunity to address the board. Anyone? All right, there being no one, we'll move forward to the adjournment. Would you all please rise and join me for a moment of silence for Mr. Stiegelman? Thank you very much, everyone. We're adjourned.
Thank you.